Hi guys, for today's workout, we'll be having a 13 minutes workout for the arms. To make the most of this workout, each set will be repeated twice. To learn more about why we do this, click the link in the description for more information on the training effect. For most of the workout, we'll be doing 45 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest in between. When the timer is green, it means that you can take your rest, but when the timer is white, it means that it's time to start our next exercise. For this workout, all you will need is a yoga mat as well as 1 to 2 kg weights, which can be replaced by any other 1 to 2 kg objects such as water bottles or any other bottles. Do also remember to stay hydrated during the workout and to stop whenever you feel unwell. So if you're ready, let's begin. So the first exercise you'll be starting with is known as knee push-ups. This is a modified version of a regular push-up and it builds on your chest and your shoulder muscles. Get into the same stance as you would for a regular push-up position, with the only difference being that your knees are now placed onto the ground. Keep your back flat and draw a straight line from your knees to your head and put all your weight in your hands. Remember to engage your glutes and your core as well and not to lock your shoulders or elbows. This exercise works many different parts of your body, so this is really beneficial for you. So let's try to keep doing as many as we can for 45 seconds. Great job! Now take your 10-second break. The next exercise that you'll be doing is known as arm pulses. You can choose to either sit or stand for this exercise. For this next exercise, you can place your arms out to the side and parallel to the ground with your palms facing either up or down. Quickly pulse your arms up and down, raising and lowering it in a constant repetitive movement. You should really feel the burn in your arms. You're doing great. So for your next exercise, you'll be doing lateral raises with weights. For this exercise, you have to stand with a dumbbell in each hand at your sides. Keep your back straight, brace your core, and then slowly lift the weights out to the side until your arms are parallel with the floor. Then, slowly lower them back down. Do not speed up and have controlled movements, and do not raise your shoulder blades up while doing this exercise to prevent tension. For a harder modification, you can bring your arms to the front before moving it back to a raised position at your side. You're doing great. Now take a 10-second break. For this next exercise, you'll be doing on the spot punches. You have to stay in place and do 5 punches on each side before alternating the side and repeating the movement. This will be done while holding dumbbells or dumbbell equivalents in your hands. The harder you punch, the better it is. This exercise works your arms and your shoulders. For a harder modification, squat and hold that position while still maintaining the movement on the upper part of your body. That modification would thus make this a more compound workout, working both the lower and upper part of the body. Please remember not to use too heavy a weight to prevent injuries. I hope you're enjoying the workout so far. The next exercise that you'll be doing is known as the Bicep Curl and it helps to strengthen your arms and shoulders. For an easy modification, you can choose to do this exercise without weights. If you're doing it without weights, make sure to engage your biceps and make fast movements. Meanwhile, if you're doing it with weights, have slow and controlled movements and be careful to not overstrain yourself. This is an isometric strength exercise where you begin in a position where your hands are placed at both sides of your body, then curl your arms up and hold this position for a second before reversing the curl and bringing your hands back down to the side of your body. And keep repeating this movement. You're doing great. Let's go, you're almost done. You're almost near the end. The next exercise is something known as the Tricep Extension. Start with standing your feet shoulder width apart and dumbbells held in front of you, and raise the dumbbells above your head until your arms are stretched out straight. Slowly lower the weights back behind your head, being careful not to flare your elbows out too much. Once your forearms move beyond parallel to the floor, bring the weight back up to the starting position. Your upper arm should remain in place throughout the movement. The tricep extension is an isolation exercise that works the muscles on the back of the upper arm. Now, take a 10-second break. The last exercise for this set is the high plank. Get into an all-four position with your knees and toes flexed and in contact with the floor. Your hips should be over your knees and your hands should be slightly wider than your shoulders and directly beneath. Straighten your legs to lift your knees off the ground and get yourself into a push-up position. Keep your legs hip width apart or slightly wider. Hold this position for the full 45 seconds, and this really helps with strengthening your core, spine, and arms, so you're getting all the benefits from this exercise. For a harder modification, maintain the high plank position but include shoulder taps. Try not to move your hips too much when you do this modification. Three, two, one. And you're done with the first set. Now take a 55-second break and remember to drink up. Okay guys, now let's get ready for our second set. You'll be starting with knee push-ups once again. Remember to push your weight into your whole hand to avoid straining your wrists, and if you feel any pain, remember to stop and take a break. Now take a 10-second break followed up by the next exercise, arm pulses. Okay, so now take a 10-second break, followed by the next exercise, the lateral raise with weights. Remember that if you ever want to try a harder or an easier modification, you're welcome to do so.
You're doing great, guys. Keep pushing.
Now, the next exercise that you'll be doing is punches on the spot with weights. Let's go, guys! You're almost done with the exercise, guys. Don't give up. The next exercise that you'll be doing is bicep curls. Keep pushing, guys, and really feel the burn. The next exercise that you'll be doing is the tricep extension. And just remember to not flare your elbows out and keep your arms near your head always. Let's go, guys. You're almost to the end. So now for the final exercise of this entire workout, for the final exercise, you'll be doing high planks. Remember that if you do feel strain in any part of your body, remember to stop and take a break. Try to maintain the high plank posture for about 45 seconds, but if you find it difficult to do so, you can always go easy and place your knees on the floor. However, do try your best to go back to the high plank position after you take a short break. And you're done! Now, moving on to stretches. There will be 8 stretches, and each stretch will be 30 seconds each with a 5-second break in between. Just a reminder that when stretching, focus on the muscle that you are stretching to make the stretch more effective, and you should not be feeling any pain, but just some mild tension. If you do feel pain, do not strain yourself and stop stretching for a while. Lastly, take deep breaths and use this time to cool down from your exercise. Let's get started. The first stretch that we'll be starting with is thread the needle on the right side. Start by bringing your right arm up towards the sky and then bring it towards the floor as shown in the GIF. Then, proceed to bring your left arm on top of your head. This is good for stretching your shoulders and your upper back. And the second stretch will be thread the needle on the left side. Now, we will repeat whatever we've done before on the other side, and remember to do this slowly and to take deep breaths. Moving on to the third stretch, you'll be doing the bicep stretch. While you're standing, you'll put your hands together at the back and then raise them as high as you can to really feel the stretch. You're doing great. Now let's move on to the shoulder stretch on the right. I think you're all pretty familiar with this stretch, but all you have to do is bring your right hand towards the left and use your left hand to press your arm towards you. Make sure to not shrug your shoulders and to always stay relaxed. Now, once again, you'll just be repeating everything that you've done on the opposite side this time. Great job so far. Now, we'll be doing the tricep stretch on the right side. I'm pretty sure that all of you are familiar with this stretch. However, if any of you do not know what this stretch is about, well, all you have to do is bring your right arm up and use your left hand to press your right elbow down to help maximize the stretch in your tricep. Remember to press down on your shoulder gently instead of using too much force to minimize muscle injury and strains. Once again, you're just going to do the same thing on the left side. Bring your left arm up and use your right hand to press your left elbow towards your head. Now, for the final stretch of this entire workout, shoulder rotations. Place your hand on your shoulders and make circular motions forward, and remember to switch directions after 15 seconds. Okay, now rotate backwards and make sure that you really feel the muscles relaxing and loosening up. And we are done. Remember to drink some water and stay hydrated, and see you for the next workout.